Hello everyone, and today it's going to be a bit of a sad video, as you can tell by the title. Anything to do with Ianto's death. It's very heartbreaking. But today I'm going to be analysing his death, just like looking at it and trying to understand why it's so heartbreaking. I find it very heartbreaking. I made that sound like I didn't, but I do. I cry every time I watch it. I don't really want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, firstly, I'm going to start off by saying the music. The music is the thing that always gets me when characters die. Like any time a character dies, it's always the music that gets me first. Like when the music gets going, I'm like, oh, I'm gone. Because it's the same with Arthur's death in Merlin, and I'm trying to think of other. I have many favourite characters that die, just so you know, like every single one, just, yeah. And in Tosh and Owen's death, their music is awful. But Ianto's death's music, like, even if I just listen to it, I will cry, because it's, whoever made the music for this is incredible. Like, they know how to make people cry. So, the next thing is, obviously, seeing Jack cry. Like, that's also what gets me when Tosh and Owen die, is Jack just holding Tosh and just crying. Like, it is, like, seeing Jack cry is the most heartbreaking thing in the world. So, the next thing is Jack. When Ianto says, "I love you," Jack says, "Don't."
I love you. Don't.
And this could be taken into many ways, but I just don't think Jack thinks that that's like a goodbye, but he does not want to say goodbye to Ianto, and that's why he says don't. It's not because he doesn't love Ianto, it's not because he doesn't want to say it, it's because he just doesn't want that kind of conversation. He didn't want to think about ever saying goodbye to Ianto, but obviously it had to happen one day because he's immortal and Ianto's not. I'm pretty sure one of the last things Ianto says is, "Don't forget me."
Don't forget me.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the last things he says, and Jack promises that in 1,000 years he'll remember him.
1,000 years time. You will remember. Yes, I will. I promise. I will.
I'm gonna cry. It's so sad. And Ianto, okay, so in season 1, I didn't really know who he was. I was like, oh yeah, it's just that guy who's like in the background, he's kind of like the caretaker, and like I didn't really care about him in series 1. And then in series 2 I was like, wait, this guy's kind of cool, I like him. And then by series 3 he was like my favourite character, and then he dies. But this happens in literally everything I watch. Like, literally in every show I watch, my favourite character, don't really know who they are at the beginning, and then by the time they die, they're like my favourite character. It's literally like the TV shows know, they're like, oh, that's her favourite character? Well, sorry. It's literally depressing. I'm gonna make another video on that, about all my favourite characters dying. I literally have 14 of my favourite characters that die. A whole 14. Siri, shut up! Siri, go away. Hold on, I think I just need to like watch the death, because I haven't watched it in a while, so I'm gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna be crying. Hi. So I watched it, and now I'm crying. This is like after he dies, and it's like the bit where like all the bodies are laid out in like the sports hall. That's what I'm gonna call it, the sports hall. It's not actually a sports hall, but whatever. The saddest bit for me is the bit after he dies and Jack wakes up, and like usually when like after he dies he's like and like he takes a huge deep breath, but when he wakes up from knowing that Ianto died, he literally goes, and like it's the most heartbreaking thing to like see how he's got like nothing left, and to know that he's lost him, and like he just doesn't, he has like nothing left in him, and it's so heartbreaking. That is the saddest bit for me. Like if I'm not crying by his actual death, that's the bit I like. Yeah, I'm weird because apparently that's the saddest bit for me. And then Gwen is like, there's nothing we can do. That bit gets me every time. It's so horrible. And then this really sad bit is when Ianto's like pretty much dead and Jack's like, don't leave me, please. That bit.
Don't leave me,
That bit
please.
gets me. So yeah, the music, the conversation Jack and Ianto have when they're like laying on the floor dying, and like their last kiss, and the way the 456 just like, yeah, he's gonna die.
You
Pretty
will
sad,
die.
right? Like that's what they're saying. And the bit afterwards where Jack is just so lifeless and you can just tell that he's broken, and in Miracle Day you can just tell how much more sad he is, and it's really, really heartbreaking. But it's pretty sad because in the most recent Doctor Who episode, which I did a trailer breakdown of and a trailer reaction of, that he didn't even mention Ianto. They mentioned Gwen, but Jack did not mention Ianto, and it was heartbreaking to me. Like, the whole time I was waiting for Jack to say something about Ianto and he never did. So that was really sad. And oh yeah, the other thing is, I feel like everything forgets about oh god, I've forgotten his name now. Clem's death. Clem's death happens right before Ianto's, and I feel like a lot more people would be mad about his death if Ianto didn't die. So I feel like that's the other sad thing, is that everyone forgets that poor Clem died for no reason. I feel like I'm not talking about anything. I'm just like, oh, it's so sad. Like, that's like all I'm saying. So I read there's like a comment that I'm looking at right now, and it's Jack not going to Ianto's funeral. Am I like missing something? Why? My mind just broke. I didn't realize, I mean obviously he had a funeral, but like I didn't know that Jack didn't go. But maybe that wasn't an audio thing, I'm guessing, because I haven't listened to like any of the audio things, but I really want to, because they're said to be really good and I do really, really want to listen to them. It's like, oh yeah, so well actually it's last year now. It's really weird to say last year because I feel like we're still in 2020, but anyway, last year I was meant to go on a trip to Wales to see Ianto's shrine, but I didn't get to go. So unfair. But yeah, I was gonna go there and I was gonna like leave a little like message on the little board and like cry my eyes out, but I couldn't. But we have postponed it for this year, so we'll see what this year brings us. Hopefully we'll be able to go this year. I don't want to postpone it for another year because I can't wait. And I'll probably like vlog that, like my trip to Wales, well, to Torchwood. I think I might like vlog that when it happens, so I'm really excited for that. I think that's gonna be about it because I've kind of talked about nothing for like 12 minutes. But it's fine. So the main important things of this is, the reason it's so heartbreaking is the music, Jack and Ianto's depressing conversation, and Ianto thinking Jack will forget him and Jack promising that he won't, and their last kiss, and Jack waking up completely lifeless is the bit that gets me, and Gwen having to watch, and like BBC really know how to kill characters and make you love them and make you feel sad for them and make you cry for them. Like they know. So if you have any video suggestions, or you want me to do a video like this again, maybe with a different character like Owen or Tosh, or one from Stargate, which I've been doing a lot of videos of recently. Yeah, I'm really glad you're all liking my Stargate edits so much, because I thought that fandom died like 10 years ago, but apparently they didn't, which is very nice to know. I'm very, very happy about that. So, see you next time. Bye!